Welcome back, guys. My name is Jamie Tran. I'm your link to the fire within and to God. All right, guys, you are the light. You are the power. You got free will. God can give you that power since the day you're born. With power, how are you going to use that power properly? Like everything else, you find it too. How are you going to use it? You got to figure it out, right? Same thing. When I'm a professional, I didn't learn this until I was older too. Sometimes it's you come to a certain point, like you can not become greatness. It's because you miss opportunity, right? That's it. Your body cannot take it no more. Your body is changing. You know what I'm saying? Your mind may still want to be there. Your mind says it's never too late, but your body says yeah, it's too late because I'm worn out. You know what I'm saying? You do all the other crap. You know what I'm saying? You make a different choice, and that's how we are. Traditionally, we don't have back then. We don't have internet. We don't have camera record like this and stuff like that. So we follow with the flow like everybody else, right? And you happen to have a family in good financial situation. You might learn from them, right? If you don't, you struggle like everybody else, go to school and, go get a degree and go get a job, right? And hopefully you can make it, right? There's thousands students every day graduating from school, and you compete for that job, It's like you got like a funny scam, right? You go to college, right? You pay for thousands of dollars, and the college say you might make this money, but you need a guarantee. Same thing, you trade stock or you trade bond, or or you buy company, or you invest in anything. You know what? There's no guarantee, right? You go to college, you pay thousands with a dollar. There's no guarantee, but it tell you how much you make. Now you're gonna sue them after you come out. Is that they lie to you so that way you can go to college, and hopefully that you make money. When you graduate, you make that kind of money, but it's never guaranteed. If in today's world, if I go to college, I gotta make sure that college give me a job when I get out. That's it. I'm paying in. Now, when I get out, you better find a place to give me a job. They cannot do that, right? College cannot do that, right? College is a party place, a place to go to run some bullcrap stuff, and that way confuse your ass, and just spend some time with some friends. And drink some beers and parties and watch some football. That's what college is today, right? Back then you learn that certain thing, right? No, tell you that you go to college, you major in the degree, you have to you'll have to select all these other curriculum, whatever it is, that you don't even not gonna use it, right? What the hell? Why don't I just pay for one thing? If I want to become a doctor, teach me everything about a doctor, Not doctor, psychology, all kinds of stuff. No, man, what the heck is that, right? I want to be a doctor. I want the best doctor to teach me. Are you a doctor? Oh, I'm just a professor. No, are you a doctor? So how are you going to teach me something you don't even do? What the hell? It don't make any sense, does it? I mean, a mechanic. You study what? Most mechanics, they study from the book. And why does the teacher have to tell you, well, read a book? Why you pay somebody else to tell you, go read a book? You could just buy the book and read it. Right? But that's a society that we live in, right? Extract money from different people. Extract money from, by teach them, right? Now it's not bad to teach people stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad. That's what that most people learn. If you teach people the right stuff, it's great. If you teach people, to become something and to make something out of themselves instead of just teaching whatever, Yeah, and the thing is that, they invest their money in. They put their money in, right? These kids put their money into college to learn something so they can come out and get a job that they can pay their debt back. Most kids today, go out, they cannot pay their debt back. All these money that I don't know, all these money real or not, because, all these loans. All these banks just make up this loan. That way you can own something. So that way, they probably don't have money either, right? They just say to pay on paper. Say, oh, you owe this. You go to college. Oh, you owe this, right? If your parents have money, okay, we're gonna take it now instead of later. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy stuff, right? Teach people how to do things. Teach people the technical stuff, the job that really do the work. You know what I'm saying? Don't teach people, okay, Uh, no work. All right. Don't just say, you study this, you're gonna make this amount of money. You got to guarantee that I'm gonna make that money. I mean, Mr. President Trump, he got sued over his real estate teaching, right? Man, yeah, they teach you, but you still have to go out there and do the work, right? Then the Trump University, where he's teaching people real estate, if I can you recall it, that's what I heard, and he got sued for that. Just imagine, he's teaching people how to do real estate because he did real estate. It makes sense, doesn't it? Because he do real estate. But it's up to people to put into action because it work if you put in action. You gotta follow them. Same thing when people follow God. They don't, they don't obey God. What happened? They got messed up family, right? Their kid went out do all crazy stuff, right? Because they don't teach their kid properly. People like to teach other people stuff instead of teach their own family, right? Same thing, when you go to college, right? You pay all this money in. Is the professor doing the thing, the teacher the thing, or the professor don't do the thing and teach you the thing? Does it make any sense? That's I mean, we live in that kind of world that they created, right? And how you gonna get out of it? It's just following, going back to God, following God, and figure out, and God have things for you to do, then do it, right? That's simple it is. Now you can study. Now it's like online, internet, all kind of stuff like that. You can study anything you want, to biology, everything like that for free, right? And the smart people, you know what? If you're really good in that profession and you're actually in that profession, you're doing things in that profession, you should start, a YouTube channel. Man, you can charge people like $5, just $5 to access all your content, and you have like, $5 a month or whatever, $1. Even it's better, $1. You got a million people, watching your stuff every day. That's $1 million, right? Because you are a professional in that field. I mean, you can make video now, just just like myself, or just like other people, just daily, activity. Right? You don't have to be a professional. You go online. This is called entertainment. It's about helping each other. This is one part of helping each other, sharing people how you like, what you live, and what you believe in. You believe in Christ, then share your life about how Christ, direct you and live your life, right? And then you influence other people looking at you and say, you know what? I want to live a life like him. He don't have much, but he having fun with his family. He doing fun thing. You know what I'm saying? He don't have much, right? You don't have much. You don't need much. After you die, you can accumulate all this money. After you die, what happened? Look at the what's his name? Steve Jobs, million with $1, make big company, all this money, and he still die, right? Think about that. It's about the life experience, guy. God wants you to live a good life experience, build, create, and help generation. One thing that I learned, friend, family that I know of, they don't really pay attention to, they don't really, learn anymore. I mean, same thing, they'll do the same thing like that, the rest of the people. I'm kind of a little different, Maybe I'm a little special, maybe. HAD, whatever they call it, right? But that's how it is. People don't learn. Right? They just there on top of that, and oh man, I lost my train of thought here. On top of that, that's how that's how we are human, think, right? We want to believe in something. We want to do the right thing, right? The thing is that we looking out in the world, and we see sympathy, we see sad story, right? And we feel bad, and we want to change it and stuff like that. And we have that feeling, the evil is gonna come in. We'll take over that feeling and make you, feel more being worse, right? That's how it works. You got to leave it to God. Something you cannot change. Something bigger than what it is. You can't trust in other human. You see how our society is today. All these leaders came in for thousands of years and be our leader. What? They ain't changed nothing. All they do is taxing your ass. In American, we didn't pay tax for the Queen, and now we paying tax for the IRS. What is the IRS? I don't know. I mean, I pay tax every day. Every dollar I make, I pay tax. It don't make no sense, right? Okay, from God, from Jesus, from came to maintain your life. That's the way it is.